Hello there, here I am again talking to you. I wanted to reiterate some things about who you are. I just did the podcast on the psychic children, but of course you're a psychic adult and you would have been a psychic child. You're what we call is a sensitive, you're a sensitive, and that word will give you a clue to this about everything in your life because you are going to be super sensitive. And it's not just going to be super sensitive in a feeling way, you will be super sensitive in lots of ways. So the first thing that you will be super sensitive about is your aura. The aura is like super sensitive, and therefore you're going to have possibly more food allergies, more reactions to food and drinks, and your body's going to not be able to cope with a lot of things. You might be one of the people who has a lactose or gluten problem. You might have trouble with your stomach and your digestion because it's very sensitive. Your digestion will be sensitive, and you will also have more what I'd call emotional problems in the aura, anxieties, fears, these sort of things, because you're highly sensitized to things. So everything's going to be a lot bigger. Now, this is really great for the work if you're working in this field or you use your gift every day, in mainstream even. However, on a personal level, I think it's really quite hard because you're going to be sensitive to so many things. The other thing that you will be sensitive to is environment. You'll go to someone's house, walk in the house, and straight away you'll feel the tension or the mood, or they've just had a fight, or the sorrow or the sadness, maybe even the darkness in the house, you'll feel that, and the negativity. And the environments are going to affect you very, very strongly. This means that it's very important where you work. If you are working in a dark environment with a lot of negativity in it, you're going to really struggle. So think carefully about changing jobs in terms of environment. You could do the same job, you could still be a nurse or whatever, an accountant, whatever you're doing, but get a better environment for you because your environment's really powerful effect on you. That also works at home, that your environment at home will be very powerful. It's good for you to clean everything up. It's good for you to keep it not neat and tidy, but to the level that you feel comfortable at. It's good for you that your house becomes like a sanctuary energetically, and that you play beautiful music and light the candles and do all the things that make it a calm thing. Bring flowers in, have all your crystals out. This is because you're so sensitive to the environment. When you go somewhere, make sure you go somewhere that you feel like good going there. For example, when I went, my husband used to love going on cruises, and I liked it too, but when I went on the cruises, I actually found that having 2,000 or 3,000 people on a boat with me all the time and all the meals and all the occasions was actually too much overload. And then in the end, we got a one with a balcony, so I could come back and sit down at the balcony on my own or just with my husband and just have that quiet. I couldn't be in that environment constantly. I was picking too much stuff up and I was feeling all the energies around me. It was too much on the aura. You might be the same. It's all right to be a bit reclusive and get back to yourself. It's okay to go for a walk on your own. You've got to understand that as soon as you're with another person, you're affected by their energy and their aura. Now, if it's a good vibe, it's going to be a positive thing for you. But if it's not such a good vibe, or if they're going through a lot of stuff, you're going to pick all that up. They'll often walk away and feel quite good because maybe your aura is full of light and love. So they get like a healing from you just being with you. But you might not feel so good afterwards. I keep away from crowded places. I don't find they're really good for me. I pick up too much stuff. I can white light myself before I go there, but I still find it kind of draining. And you'll know because you just get to a bit where you feel like, I need to get out of here now. Like if I'm at the shops, I'll be like, okay, I need to go home now. And then I just go home. This is because your aura's been on overload, and I'll often clear myself off after those big visits. Don't see it as a negative thing. It means that your sensitivity helps you in so many ways. However, you need to protect yourself more and you need to fill yourself up. You need to do your practices, meditation, your healings for yourself, Reiki, however you like to do it. You just need those modalities to calm your aura down and come back to yourself. It's great to be sensitive, but it doesn't always feel that great. That's probably what I'm trying to say. It can be very taxing on you and your aura. When you're sick or you don't feel very well and your energy's lower, or if you haven't slept properly, this is not the time to go to the big crowded shops. Just go on a day when you feel better. Sometimes you can't avoid it, so make it really, really short. And if you've got any challenging people in your life and in your family and at work, these are the people you want to be less with when you're under par, when you're under energized, when energy isn't so high. You won't cope with them as well. Which brings me to the point, if you're working in the field I am, like I do this work and write books and do readings and healings, you need to be aware that you have to have your energy up fairly high to do that work, to almost meet the person's aura. I do not work when I'm sick. I don't work when I'm too tired. I don't work if I'm going through big emotional stuff, because I know that I'm not going to be as clear. I will be clear, but it will be taxing and I won't be as clear. So it's okay to cancel and go and do the massage or the healing or do the reading later on. It's actually better, and the energy will actually be better as well. You'll also be kind of sensitive to emotions, and that's a little separate to the aura. So if someone's carrying a lot of anger, you'll feel the anger or anxiety. Be aware of that, because other people's emotions can almost, I don't know, attach onto you and make you feel that same feeling. And if you're the one who feels what people feel, you will actually have the same feeling of their anxiety when you're with them. I've had that sometimes when people have come for a reading, or we start the reading and I start to get nervous, and I'm like, are you nervous? Because I'm not nervous, but it must be you, because I'm already picking up on how they feel. This is a wonderful gift to have, but it can have implications for you, because you don't want to carry other people's energy. Also, allow yourself not to be with certain people if they're really bad for you energetically, and you'll know who I'm talking about. It's okay. And also use an interface as much as possible. If you have to connect with them, I would use text, email, leave a voicemail, because as soon as you connect with them in real time, it's going to be a stronger energetic connection. I can actually feel when people's auras like shaking. I saw you've got auras that shake, and they can feel almost the stuff coming off it, and I can feel that, and you're probably the same. So these people are not so good for us to be with for any length of time. You will know that you don't want to be with them because you want distance. That's how it'll feel. You'll like go to the kitchen for a while, or go and stand outside for a minute, or go to the bathroom just to get the distance. They can't help it. They're always doing what they're always doing, but they don't know that you are being so energetically affected by them. We can still do the work down here. We can still help people and do all the things we're supposed to do. But if we don't take care of ourselves and our aura, then our ability to work at a high level diminishes, and also our health. And that's the other thing you need to understand, that we're still a body, and everything that happens to the aura then happens to the body eventually. You need to take care of your aura, because that's the next port of call is your body. It'll just start to manifest in your actual physical body as well. That's why a lot of healers kind of almost get burnt out or worn out, because the energy is too diminished, and everything they're picking up, they're sort of carrying. Do a lot of meditation, do a lot of cleaning off. I just, every night before I go to sleep, I clear right down to my feet, I've told you before. Then I clear back up, and I release all the energy I've picked up, cut any cords, and send everybody love and healing that I've connected to. And then I bring in the light. I usually bring in whatever colour or the white light. You'll know what to do, but it's a practice you need to do. You also need to do it sometimes more quickly. If you just had a reading, it was difficult, or healing, or you've had a consult with somebody, or at work, someone you've had an interaction that's not that positive, you can do that straight away. Clear off, up, down, and then cut cord and let it go to the universe or to the light, and that will help to keep your aura clear. It's very important that you don't carry other people's, particularly what I call the negative energy. And people will also send that to you from afar, like they can send that to you almost like on the air waves. If you're having issues with someone, they can actually send you bad vibes. It's an actual true thing that happens. It's called the evil eye with some people and in some cultures. But I think it's actually a reality because I've experienced it. We call it down here psychic attack. But you be aware of that because your aura is so sensitive, you will feel that straight away. My advice is to take care of your aura, and then it will take care of your body and your health, and also how you feel emotionally and mentally. It's also good because we've come to do the work and we need to keep well. I have to live a long time to do all my podcasts and finish all my books and do all my work, so I've got like strong purpose, and I think you should see it like that too. We just need to use these modalities to help us live here in this earth, and the energy down here is quite dense. It's like a really dense energy. It's not very light. Therefore, we're going to be very affected by that because we're not as dense. We're vibrating at a higher rate. This will also help you vibrate higher. The less rubbish you have in your aura and the more white light, healing light, the different colours of the chakras that you bring in, the gold, the silver, the higher you can vibrate because your vibration will be higher. I hope you enjoyed this. I didn't mean it to be said in any way that isn't good. I just think you have been gifted this beautiful aura and this gift of yours, but you need to take care of it. It's kind of like a beautiful bone china, tea set. You can't put it in the dishwasher and expect it to come out all right. You've got to take care of it, okay? So take care of your aura this week and do some of those practices, and I'll talk to you again soon. And sending you lots of love and lots of light.